Well, we have a couple of the newspapers. You have some comments you want to read?
I do, and
Okay.
we're all on WAEC this morning. This WAEC people, what are they doing? If they are tired, they should step aside and give way to another credible examination body. A lot of people agree with you on your message this morning. Kindly include your name
Ghana
when you
for-
sent us.
Ghana for Kasa.
Oh, Ghana for this one, we haven't even Kasa because this one, it's been long. This one says, Marvin and Roland, you guys look very good this morning.
Thank
Roland
you.
should have been
Hey. I
what
did
was
not
that? ACCT officer, like an accounts officer?
No, I'm not sure. Account bar.
Okay, well.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's what the person
It says, you don't know we will go to work. I enjoy your show, but time. And that's
matter.
from being from Nangpanduri. Okay, listen, we know that sometimes you miss some of the segments, but you can always catch up. We're streaming live. Roland has got the link.
Yeah, on YouTube, you get there right now. We're streaming, and this is what we do. After each show, we upload a lot more of the segments there. So we have AM Talk, My Banner, etc. And so you get to have a lot more of the discussion. That's what we don't do. We don't get to watch a lot more of the uploads. We should do that. Get ourselves educated and informed about a lot of the things that not only happens on the show, but we also discuss around.
Yeah.
Education is always good.
It is. This has a Malvi. The only solution to Ghana's problem is the dear if God. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of God is not being scared of God. It's putting God first in everything you do or say. Wise men consider the reaction of God before their action. That's from Daniel Saki in Swedro. Words of a very wise man. It is absolutely needed in our nation today. Roland. That's
Well, so we have the focus on diabetes for World Health Day. And we thank the World Health Organization for telling us that we need to keep reminding ourselves that our lifestyles, as they change, could also pose great health risk. Even in the segments for which we'll be discussing is also the focus on child diabetes. It's also available. So you take your children a lot more to the malls and they are eating all the junk. Don't overindulge. I guess that's the caution statement. Let's look at the front page of the Guardian Times. It has the story, groups hit Kizai streets. When we talk about Kizai, for those of you who know Kumasi very well, we are referring to Kumasi.
I haven't heard anybody say Kizai before.
Oh, Kizai.
Really?
Kizai. The Prempe guy sentence.
Oh,
Charlie,
okay.
Why did they talk Kizai? Charlie, I go Kizai.
Okay, I'm not currents. I'm old school. I'm Mama V.
Okay, I'm not surprised. Queen Mother. To protest EC stand on register. President announced a special package for fishermen. That story fully on the back page. And then we also have groups react to report on stranded Ghanaian women, and Domahine disciplines 9 sub-chiefs. But you go to page 5 of the paper. There's a focus on the diabetes-related issues we're talking about. It talks about how deadly the disease is, and we can stop it. We know what needs to be done. According to a World Health Organization official, Dr. Etienne Krog, but we cannot let it evolve like it does because it has a huge impact on people's health, on families, and on society. And so you get to control yourselves. For example, there's a picture there, there's a picture there, there's a picture there of a gentleman. He's from Brazil. He's 70 years old, but because of diabetes went blind some 9 years ago. It means that when he was 61, he got blind. But it means that we can also work at it. We just have to watch the diets, we do regular exercises, we watch our lifestyles. What we eat is critical. The way we stress ourselves is also critical as well. So you have a lot of big men around, they're living with this very chronic, lifelong disease. And it's not that they wished it on themselves, but they just didn't know they'll find themselves in that very predicament. So you have hindsight. You can make a change in your life. As your life is improving, you're getting better with your salaries or your income levels, etc. You're sitting in the cars every day. You just have to make sure that you live a better life for yourself.
And Roland, you know this man, his wife had to stop work to be able to look after him full time.
Yeah, that's as serious as it can get. Diabetes is the focus of World Health Organization Day. And what health is what we're talking today.
Let's do the Chronicle next. Front page of the Chronicle in pictures. What happened in Roland says Kusai. Oh my gosh. I like
Kizai.
What did I say?
Kusai. It's wrong. I told you don't know. Kizai. If like ask people.
Okay, I don't like Kizai. I like Kumasi.
Yeah. Kumasi, yeah, but you know the pidgin slang is Kizai.
Kizai.
Charlie, I go Kizai camp. Kizai. Ah, you know here before.
I don't like it.
I shock.
Maybe it's because I don't like.
Charlie, you make her weak.
I don't like it. So Kumasi demonstrators warn Mahama and the EC, no retreats, no surrender. That's the banner headline in the paper this morning. Mahama's minister wants him out, and guess who popped up at the Kumasi demonstration? Remember the gentleman who lost an eye during a similar demonstration here in Accra? Well, he showed up in Kumasi. He's right there on the front page of the paper. There he is. Okay. I'll read the story.
He can see now?
A bit more. No, one eye doesn't see, but one eye sees correctly.
Oh, okay.
You get it?
I see.
Yeah.
So it means one eye is not seeing.
No.
So what's there? I can see he has eyeballs.
Yeah, but he's got an artificial, they had to put something there.
Oh, sorry,
the story says that Justice Ajekuma, the young man who was brutally assaulted by the police last year when the group Let My Vote Count Alliance organized a demonstration in Accra, made a surprise appearance in Kumasi yesterday. Ajekuma, who lost his left eye after being brutally assaulted by security men detailed to maintain law and order, once again joined the demonstration in Kumasi to demand a credible register. Well, he said it from the beginning that the fact that he had lost an eye would not stop him from taking part in any exercise. So no surprise there. Let's get on to the story about Mahama's minister who wants him out. It says that Hassan Azong, a minister of state in charge of public sector reforms, has charged the electorates in the Busa South constituency in the Upper East region to dump John Dramani Mahama in the November 7 elections. Azong made the call last week after he was confirmed as the 2016 People's National Convention parliamentary candidate for the Busa South constituency by the party's executive. And for once, I thought he was an NDC person, but apparently not. He's with the PMC. There's also a story in the Chronicle today which says court remands footballer for robbery. An Accra Circuit Court presided by Mr. Boaji Tando has remanded a footballer, Ms. Bao Afolabi, for allegedly robbing members of the Tabernacle of Hope Church during an all-night service at Lashibi in the Greater Accra region. He pleaded not guilty and to reappear before court on April 19, 2016. So if you continue to read, it will tell you how we've come to this current situation of him being remanded in court. Details of that in the paper. Roland.
Okay, so we have front page of the Daily Guide. Red Demo hits EC in Kumasi. Volta MPP jabs Mahama, and Supreme Court orders AG over voters register. And then we have on the center spread a picture of Carl Kesse using an iron box. For many of you who have used it before, you should be familiar. I don't know whether these days not being used in school anymore, I guess. No wonder energy consumption has gone up.
Oh, but some people, like an old iron, like a used iron, an iron that doesn't function. They cut the cord or whatever it is, and then they'll put it in on the
hot,
either the stove
or something.
Or yeah,
and use it to iron.
Yeah.
Great. You've done that before?
No.
All right.
I'm telling you why maybe this box iron.
Don't use it on what stove? What stove is it?
No, when you put it on.
Because if you do that on gas stove, it will melt.
Roland, the coal pots most of the time.
Coal pots.
Yeah, to get the
plastic iron now.
But wait. I'm not saying that.
Who told? Are you imagining the thing?
I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Yes, I've seen it.
Mama V.
It's true.
Can you? Kwakese grabs wife today. Apparently, is marrying an actress. She's called Doris Che Bafo, and appears on a program. Is it? Efira or what? Efira.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're married today.
Oh, Oh, okay. Congratulations to Kwakesi. He's my man, yo.
Yeah, this is second marriage, he says. And then they have a premiere of a film that's coming up, or season 2, I think it's a series. It's called YOLO. YOLO, oh my God. You remember that song by... No. All right. Actors Guild fires Vivian Acho. And those
She's
are
a
the stuff.
vice, and she's been absent from her post
Okay.
for about a year now.
Where's she?
I heard that she traveled outside Ghana.
Okay.
So she's outside the country.
But if you're outside Ghana, why do you bother about Actors Guild?
And they lost to the president. So we have a guild that is...
They've
if
lost
you
the
like,
president?
Yeah, yeah. The president, I think there's a... I can't readily remember the name. But the president died, apparently, and then the vice, you know, left. The vice has not been around. So we have a guild that is not functioning. You get what I mean?
I get it.
Uh-huh.
The guild, Actors Guild, that's something Mensah. Has he passed on?
Okay, don't start mentioning names.
Yeah.
Let me mention the correct name.
Right.
I'll find it for you. Let me do the Business Finder newspaper.
Have you done the
paper?
Al-Hajj?
No, we have not. The Business Finder query over use of stabilization fund, ballooning national debts, depleting oil money. That's a headline there. EcoBank posts strong growth. Ghana to pay more for fifth Eurobond. These are some of the headlines. Front page of the Business Finder newspaper today. Roland.
We have front page of the Hajj newspaper. It's a story me I like. I stay close to the motorway. So they said they have this hashtag, changing lives, transforming Ghana. I know that I think it's a hashtag for the NDC campaign for 2016, but it says motorway expansion takes off. For me, I live along there. So if it's going to expand and we can drive better, it's going to be safer. I think that's better because the 2 lanes doesn't help anybody. Currently, it's rough. It's as worse as you can't drive on any main highway in our country. And if it's going to, I hope it starts soon though. I hope this one is just not there. But the main story on the front page of the Al-Hajj newspaper says President Mahama is indeed God, is indeed of God. Men of God affirm. Which men of God? I have to grab a copy of the paper to take a look. Cabral confirms Nanado's violent nature. And then we have NDC Oluzosu Amashite. And we know that he is an incumbent member of parliament who is having this very fracas with the party's elected parliamentary candidate, Dr. Zanato Rollins. We'll see how that goes. You have some...
Well, let's check this out. Jake in Boko says, good morning. It's a shame to sit for WAEC exams whilst others are reading marking schemes for questions. Others are reading books. Oh, God, save Ghana.
Just read your books. I'm sure you pass well. You can also make entry.
Okay, let's quickly run through myjoyonline.com. Patrick, where are we beginning? Real Madrid slammed to defeat at Wolfsburg, but that's for Benedicto. Wolfsburg. What did I say?
Yeah,
I read what I saw.
Sure, it's German.
But
apparently it's not a language.
I'm Ghanaian, and this is Ghana.
Shukran.
And this is English. But Bangladesh students hacked to death. I told you how I pronounce this. I've said it before. Bangladeshi.
You know, if you're of the people, you're called a Bangladeshi. You're native.
Okay, no, but I didn't mean that. I meant. Okay, let's move on. Enough of what I didn't say, right? Insult false claims dominated political discourse in 2012. Elections, will 2016 be different? As an opinion, you can read about it. Also on myjoyonline.com, Chief Justice advised me to withdraw injunction against EC NPP youth organizer.
Mami, what do you think
about the insults? I don't think anything will change. I think we can make a difference as media.
I think the media were just offering platforms for people to insult both the political state actors and then even the general public.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, that we can make a difference.
Yes, it's the media.
Yeah, we can make a difference.
If the media is not influenced, then everything will be all right.
And if we can control our panelists and say that, listen, no insults.
Because if you don't invite the very hyper politician who come and spew out vituperations or whatever it is, insults, then nobody will get to hear him or her.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I agree.
You don't create platforms for them to make commentary that's a public or call in and insult. Nobody will hear anybody.
It's true. I agree with you.
Your views will stay with you.
We've got a lot more stories on My Joy Online that you can check out. In the meantime, quickly, let's see BBC. just before we go.
The Africa page of
Yeah.
the BBC.
So Sudan's Bashir to step down in 2020. I listened to this interview on the BBC this morning.
He's
and
been
he-
in power for 31 years.
And he said this before.
So
Some
he's
people
tired.
are not. I think he said this in
it's
2015.
so hard being a president.
Is
I
it by-
said, is it so hard that you have to stay on for 31 years?
Is it by force? Like, are you the only person who can run a country?
Wow.
Yeah, but we'll see.
He claims that it's so hard, but he's been on for 31
And
years.
he's enjoying it, apparently.
How old is he?
I know, he's old. He looks old enough. Okay.
Ah.
So more stories. If you're interested, you can check them out. Good morning to Roland and your beautiful wife. I enjoy your show. That's from Nyabila Isaac from Bolga. He's married us already. Thanks for the message. We've got lots of messages on the YX situation. For instance, this one says corruption and leakages are part of this corrupt and incompetent Mahama government from Abu in Obuasi. So this is what we will do. It's a whole big subject for all of us. We're going to activate the phone lines today. We're going to take all your messages on this subject. We all want to think about a way to solve this situation, and then Roland will speak to some relevant people in authority, in leadership position on this subject. Right now, we have to make way. Benedict Usudankwa has got sports. We got some sad news yesterday. We will pay attention to that subject just when he's done. A man who also contributed to our AM show right here.
Uncle
James-
Bode,
Yeah.
James Oyedeji,
Yeah. Uncle James is no more.
a football historian, we're saying.
Yeah, we would have a little, not a little, we'll spend some time on the man he was, Mr. James Oyedeji, right after sport here on the AM show. So please do stay.